Bitcoin broke out from the triangle formation we have been waiting for such a long time, guys. In today's video, I'm going to explain you exactly what I expect is going to happen right here with Bitcoin in the immediate short-term time frame and in the mid-term time frame. Can we expect Bitcoin to see lower levels? Are we going to trade a long time at lower levels if we are going to see them? What can we basically expect with Bitcoin in the near future? Then guys, we have some big news coming on from El Salvador. I want to have a quick talk about that. Most likely you've heard already about this news, but I just want to have a quick talk about that. We are also going to have a talk about the sentiment right now in the crypto space, because I think it's quite important to have a more detailed look about the sentiment, and it might tell us something what is going to happen right here with the Bitcoin price in the immediate short-term time frame. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Right now, let's jump into the Bitcoin price action. But before we are zooming in right on the Bitcoin price, guys, let's take with every single one of us 1 single minute. Scroll below this video and hit the thumbs up button. That is very, very much appreciated, guys. Now let's jump into the Bitcoin price. And first of all, guys, I'm actually quite happy that I uploaded my latest video, because when I was gone for the weekend, right? I went to another island here in Indonesia, and actually in the beginning of this triangle formation, I was actually quite bullish, and I thought like, okay, most likely, normally in a triangle formation, it functions as a continuation pattern, so it's a higher likelihood to break out to the downside than to the upside. But in this specific triangle formation, we actually had quite some bullish signs, right? We got some bullish signs in the RSI. We got some bullish signs in the price structure right here, which made me believe that there is also a likelihood that we are going to break out to the upside. However, guys, at the end of this formation right here, we got some clear signals that the chances are just more likely we are going to break out to the downside. That is as well what I did, guys. I uploaded a video right when I saw those signals, telling you guys, okay guys, most likely right now the situation has been changed. I'm going to be more bearish on the structure, and I'm going to assume I'm going to have a bearish bias, and I think the likelihood that we are breaking out to the downside is higher than breaking out to the upside. And the main signal I'm using for that, guys, was the RSI right here. We had a uptrend during this whole consolidation period right here on the 4-hour time frame in the RSI. We broke that uptrend and we backtested that uptrend as resistance. Then afterwards we've seen that breakdown, and actually I've already was already bearish right here. The moment we broke that uptrend in the RSI, we still were above support in the price, right? But sooner or later we just rolled over. We broke below that support, and that is actually exactly what I expected, because we have seen this bearish sign. We also got another bearish sign, guys, a more bearish fundamental sign. That is the hash ribbon indicator, showing a inversion of the hash ribbon again, which is basically showing minus capitulation at this specific point. Normally that is a signal that can cause selling pressure on the price of Bitcoin right here. However, after an inversion of the hash ribbon, and the hash ribbon is getting back to normal levels, most of the time that indicates a very great buying opportunity if we have a look at the history of this indicator. Then guys, if we have a look at the funding rate of Bitcoin, then one of the reasons that I'm saying that Bitcoin has a likelihood to break out to the upside was due to negative funding rates. We still have negative funding rates, but we already see that the peak of the negative funding rate was already going down before actually Bitcoin has seen that breakout. So that was also one of the signs that I'm using, that most likely, we will see a breakout to the downside. And I personally took a short position, guys. Let me show you what I did right here. That position right now is slightly in profit. We have approximately a profit of 0.25 Bitcoin. I'm going to keep this short position open until I get a more clearer indication that Bitcoin is going to see a bounce, and that is the exact thing I want to talk about right now. So guys, this is a potential scenario I want to bring up in today's video, and that is we right now broke out to the downside from this triangle formation, right? And it is possible we are going to revisit the lows we have been setting the previous time, the first lows we have been setting after that big of a drop right here in the Bitcoin price. It is possible for Bitcoin to come down right here, test these lows, and eventually get a bounce from that, trapping a lot of people, making a higher low right here in the RSI on the daily time frame, which is eventually signaling the reversal. So this is definitely a scenario which is bearish in the immediate short-term time frame, but can be bullish for Bitcoin in the midterm perspective. And I think, personally, I think that this is right now is getting a more likely scenario. I think it's quite likely for Bitcoin. Actually, this is something I really would like to see, where Bitcoin is making one more move down, one last shakeout, confusing all the bulls, because that's very important, that all the weak hands are being shaken out of the markets, and that the people that who were bullish, who are bullish, they are going to doubt their thesis. And yeah, only the strong hands, the real bulls, the people who have a fundamental belief in Bitcoin, those are the ones that most likely are strong enough to HODL through these periods. And that is something we could be seeing, that we are going to see that one last shakeout right here, which is creating a lower low in the price, a higher low in the RSI on the daily time frame. And guys, that can align with a buy signal in the hash ribbon in the future. So that is something to take in mind as well. We are definitely seeing interesting times to accumulate Bitcoin right here. Although in the immediate short-term time frame, we could be seeing lower levels. 32,000 is going to be the next major level that I'm watching. Below that, of course, we have the 30,000 level, which is going to be very important, which is the exact low we have been setting after this big of a drop. Guys, I think this is a possibility that we are going to see right now. If Bitcoin wants to remain bullish in such a construction, we shouldn't trade that long at these levels. So we have that breakout right now. It's fine for Bitcoin to come down, test these levels at 32,000, might even come down to 30,000. Have a small fake out right here, and then sees a quick recovery, a quick bounce, and then resumes into a uptrend. This is not something we haven't seen before, guys, and a bullish divergence on the daily time frame is actually quite powerful, and often in the past have been signaling a trend reversal. And guys, one of the examples is right here, and yeah, I would say for now in this example you should ignore this big of a drop we got in March, because right now we already got quite a huge correction. This was quite an exceptional situation, but I just want to show you a structure of a price action which could be looking like something we could be forming right now. So let's have a look, guys. Right here we can see that the price is setting a lower low. Let me draw a line right there for you guys. So we have a lower low in the price, we're setting a higher low in the RSI, which is a bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Afterwards, we can see that we got quite a quick recovery from this drop. So this is something we want to see, a drop and then quite a quick recovery. Then it's of course possible for Bitcoin to move slightly sideways and eventually a transition in that new uptrend. This also aligns, guys, with a inversion in the hash ribbon right here. We got a buy signal afterwards. And yeah, this bullish divergence on the daily time frame combined with a buy signal afterwards in the hash ribbon was were nice signals showing us that we're getting a rally in the price of Bitcoin. And in this specific example, we have seen a major correction after we have seen that certain price structure. Guys, I don't expect something like this to happen again. I just want to show you how the next piece of price action could be looking like in the Bitcoin chart. So it actually could be seeing something like this. And let's copy this bars pattern right here. So we do it like as follow. Then we can put that at the price action right now. Let's put it right there. Then eventually Bitcoin is going to set another low, which we are doing right now. That low can come all the way down to 32,000 US dollars right here. If we were to break to 32,000 US dollars, then the next level is of course 30,000 US dollars. That is a scenario. Afterwards, we should get a quick recovery and see something like this. So price moving slightly sideways. We got a confirmed bullish divergence on the daily time frame. And we might get a buy signal in the hash ribbon right here, which can be a bullish signal as well, and eventually Bitcoin can continue in this uptrend. I do think that we are definitely at the latest phases of this correction, and I don't think that Bitcoin is going to enter a multi-year or month-long bear market. I don't think that is the case, to be honest, right now. Also, when we have a look at the sentiment of Bitcoin, a lot of people are talking about the sentiment. Then the sentiment has been changing very, very rapidly, guys, and that is something you should recognize. You should learn from this period if you haven't done so in the past. So right here, guys, I got a lot of messages from everybody. From old people I knew from school, if they should buy Bitcoin, which altcoins they should buy, and a lot of people who normally never have a interest in cryptocurrencies. Right here, a lot of people got interested in cryptocurrencies. That is a warning signal showing us that the late majority, right, is becoming mainstream. The news is talking about it. People are entering into cryptocurrencies not based on fundamentals, but based on hype. They have an emotional reason why they are going to enter crypto, even if they know or don't know it. Most of the time, right here, that emotion is FOMO. They are scared of missing out the boat. So after such a rally, and they hear a lot of things about crypto on the news, and eventually they buy in right here at a top information, and eventually they are going to be at a loss. And most likely right here, it is possible that a lot of the buyers right here who have been buying Bitcoin around $60,000 are the same people that are going to sell Bitcoin right here when we are at these lower levels. They are losing their belief in Bitcoin because they are mainly focused on the shorter term time frame, and they are hurt because of such a crash in the Bitcoin price. And most of the time they are not fundamental believers of Bitcoin, because that is also something you have to take in mind, guys. If you want to HODL with your Bitcoin portfolio, right, you have to be a true believer of Bitcoin. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very difficult to hold on to your Bitcoin position. If you can't see the future, if you can't see the bright future of Bitcoin, how are you going to hold through all these volatile moves that we are seeing in the market? So that is a different thing. So also for investors who are interested in cryptocurrency, I always would recommend to really dive into the fundamentals of an asset like Bitcoin, read the Bitcoin standard, get that belief. You know, there is a reason why Bitcoin is performing so good. Bitcoin is solving a lot of problems in the world, and is going to solve even more problems in the future. Everybody is going to need Bitcoin. I'm going to share one example that we are seeing right now as well. But that is just the thing. If you are a fundamental believer of Bitcoin, it's way easier to hold through these volatile moves. Then, guys, let's have a look at this news article, because this is actually quite some news. Let me remove my video right here. El Salvador looks to become the world's first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. So the president of El Salvador made a speech over on the Bitcoin conference in Miami, saying that they want to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, and they even want to hold Bitcoin. And this is actually, it's world news. It's really, really world news, guys, because this is the first step of a country to really legalize Bitcoin and to accept it as legal tender. And guys, I think a lot of countries will follow El Salvador, because they are going to see the positive effects on the adoption of Bitcoin in their population. Because especially in South America, guys, a lot of people sometimes they ask like, but why do we need Bitcoin? And if you are living in Holland, you might have a less direct reason to really own a lot of Bitcoin. Unless you are fundamentally very bullish, you are very convinced that Bitcoin is the future. And of course, we are seeing European central banks, the American central bank, the Federal Reserve, right? The money printer is on is going on full speed. These are for sure things why you want to be invested in Bitcoin. But if we have a look at South America, guys, this process is already way further in those countries. And to do something like this, to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, it's really solving a lot of problems for the population there. Because if you get paid in some currency in South America, and depending on which country, of course, but sometimes if you hold that currency for a couple of weeks or for a couple of months, you cannot even buy the same things anymore. That the inflation there goes so fast that they need an escape to store their wealth. Otherwise, you can't. There is no possibility to store your wealth. the only thing you can do is spend the money the moment you get it in. So you can forget about saving for a car, you can forget about saving for a house, because the moment you want to buy that house, you won't have enough money. So you need to have an escape, you need to have something where you put your money where it keeps its value and where it's not getting abused by the system, right? And that is what Bitcoin is solving for them. So for a lot of people in the world, guys, Bitcoin is solving a huge problem. And although you don't feel that right now, it is happening. So that is something I just wanted to make clear, guys. This is world news. This is very important, and this is just one step further in the mass adoption, which we are already following for quite some time, right? I'm already in it since 2016, and we knew all that this sooner or later is going to happen. Right now we're just seeing the evidence, and yeah, that is just, I think it's just awesome to see that. And I think it's also awesome to see that that we are seeing that first country, and I'm quite sure, guys, that more countries will follow doing the same as El Salvador. So guys, quickly back to the Bitcoin price action. Okay, so right now we did broke down from the triangle formation. That is a bearish signal in the immediate short-term time frame. I think Bitcoin can see lower levels. I think at least we are going to see the test of 32,000 approximately. And if we were to break 32,000, we can visit the lows right here at approximately 32,000. There is a possibility, guys, that can shock a lot of people, and that is exactly the function of a shakeout, is that we do get a small wick below the support and then we turn back into this uptrend. I don't guarantee that. I don't think it's a guarantee that we are seeing something like that. But yeah, we do want to see that quick recovery. We do want to see that confirmed bullish divergence right here on the daily time frame. That would still show us that we remain bullish. If we were, guys, and this is going to be the bearish scenario, of course, if we really were to break below $30,000 and $30,000 is going to act as resistance, then that is going to be a very bearish sign for Bitcoin, and showing us that we might be might be possible for Bitcoin to come all the way down at these levels at approximately $20,000. Still, guys, I do think it is the less likely scenario. However, we want to be prepared for that as well. I think the most likely scenario right now is that we are going to see some form of reversal right here sooner or later, and that we are not going to see the levels of $20,000. However, if we were to break $30,000, backtest this level as resistance, then I think it's actually quite bearish for the price of Bitcoin, and we could be seeing levels of $20,000. But okay, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, guys. If so, make sure to scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button, guys. That's very much appreciated. If you haven't been subscribing to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Make sure to follow me over on Twitter as well. Sometimes I'm doing some updates over on Twitter because I don't have time to make a whole video about something. So yeah, if you don't want to miss anything, then make sure to follow me over on Twitter. Then for all the traders out there who are interested in trading Bitcoin and a variety of altcoins, I have all my affiliate links to the exchanges that I'm using personally down below in the pinned comment. And if you use my sign up link to sign up on one of these exchanges, you will get a extra bonus. And right now in the Bybit exchange, you have the biggest bonus going on, which is a bonus of $1,600 if you sign up using my affiliate link down below. On the Prime XPT platform, we got a bonus as well of a 50% deposit bonus and a 25% discount on your fees. And on the Famix platform, we got a bonus as well. So guys, you can find all of that information down below in the pinned comment. Then I want to wish every single one of you an amazing day today, and I will see every single one of you in the next video.